I mentioned the feedback in this AI search, the ratings, in terms of how it comes back to us. But the other part of that's as important is it goes back to the knowledge managers at our clients. And so they're able to understand, instead of constantly being in this state of paranoia that things are out of date, we do recommend proactive. It's almost like a crop rotation scene where you're like rotating through your intranet on a period, 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is, and just making sure stuff is still current. There are ways to do that. But the search exposes stuff faster than that, but also it exposes gaps. We have a client who their values are, I guess every client thinks their values are important, but for them, like they talk about them all the time. It's like one of those companies, they talk about them all the meetings, they open it with a slide. Nobody had written the values down on the intranet. It is so part of the way that they talk about the company that nobody actually wrote it down. So then one of the first searches was, what are our values? Sorry, there's no information found. And at first they thought the product was broken, but then we realized, oh my gosh, nobody wrote it down. So like that kind of
exposes those kind of holes.
It exposes the holes, and then the knowledge management team can go plug in holes. And they can pull, and they can go to a subject matter expert with evidence saying, look, there's 6 queries in the last 2 weeks asking for this thing that you know. They probably, when they couldn't find it, came to you anyway. So like, what do you think about helping out?